Hey everybody, welcome to Cut, Transform, Glue, and to another episode of the Sniper Spaceship build. In the last week we've worked on the thrusters array right on the back of the ship, but this week I wanna work right here on the middle, in the top part of the Sniper Spaceship, and I want to add a radar to that part. I wanna create a nice looking radar to the spaceship using this metal piece right here, which I found on the street. So as you can see, this metal piece right here, it does not have a nice finish to it. I have actually found these on the streets and I'll have to give it some finishing, and it has like these ugly mold lines that I want to get rid of. Now, to be able to give this piece a nice finishing, I thought of using my drill press as a vertical lathe. So with the help of just two MDF pieces right here, I'll fit a bolt right into the middle of it, and with a washer and a nut, I'll keep it all secure and I'll chuck that into my drill press. Now, of course, I'm not looking into making a precise work, so this is more than enough to give that piece a nice finishing. So moving on to my drill press, I just had to chuck that in there, just nice and tight, and I was able to rotate the piece and start sanding it. And as you can see, the piece wobbles a lot. I'm not like worried about that because I'm not looking into a precision work right here, but I began by using my Dremel tool, and then I using some sanding sticks, and then some steel brushes, and yeah, the piece started to look good. And this is the result right here. Of course, this is not like a mirror finish or anything close to that, but I'm happy with it. It looks better than what I started with. Now this piece has a funny shape to it, and I want to be able to attach it to the Sniper Spaceship. So the first thing right here is to take some measurements, both of the outside radius and from the inside radius, and then I've printed these two pieces right here. These two pieces have some brass inserts right in the middle of it so that I can fit a bolt and keep everything nice and tight. So this smaller piece, it goes from the inside of the dish, the radar dish, and the bigger one, it has a lip that will catch like the piece from the outside, as you can see right here. Okay, so now I have the radar dish nice and secure on these two orange pieces, and I can start working on the other pieces to make this radar look cool. And as you can see, I still have some bolt left here in the front so that I can like put more stuff onto it, and I have just the ending tip of the bolt right in the back so that I can like screw it to the Sniper Spaceship. Now moving on to my box of gribblies, I started looking into some cool pieces to make these radar structures. I'm searching for pieces that look interesting. Now, of course, this is not like trying to replicate what a radar dish looks like. I'm trying more like to make my own version of it, my own futuristic version of a radar dish. So yeah, that goes just to say that I'm not trying to make a radar, a perfect radar. I'm trying to create my own thing, and I know this is probably like impractical and wrong. But anyways, then I printed this piece right here to fit right into the middle of this one, which I found has an interesting shape, and that I will use to put a bolt through it and connect it to the other two orange pieces that keep the dish nice and secure. And as you can see, this is a great example of the usage of my 3D printer. I'm being able to like find some cool gribblies and precisely make like some joint points and keep everything together nice and secure with some bolts and some brass inserts. Now looking into the metal dish right here, I see some lips, some radius differences right here on the outside, and this looks like an opportunity to create some nice shapes to go around it. So this is what I did next. I went on Fusion 360, and with the measurements, the precise measurements of the outside diameters, I've created this piece right here. So this cool looking piece fits right into the outside of the radar dish, and as you can see, it has like 3 holes right in there so that I can put more stuff onto it. And to keep those other pieces like nice and secure, I'm also using some brass inserts. So yeah, this is what I did next. I put all of the 3 brass inserts, and then I could look for the pieces that will go into those 3 holes. So in my collection of gribblies, I found these buttons like right here. They look interesting, like from the inside out. So I printed some pieces to put a bolt right through it, and those pieces were glued onto the back of those buttons. And then I can like just screw those buttons, those structures to the 3D printed piece with the brass insert, and now it is nice and secure, and it makes my life easier in the painting process. I've also added some steel rods to the inside of those buttons, so they look kind of like some futuristic antennas, and I've added some details to the other pieces, and this is like how it is looking now. Now I'm gonna move on to making like an axis so that I can connect it to the central arm of the sniper spaceship. Back into my box of gribblies, I found this piece right here. I have this for a long time now, and I want to use that as like an intermediate piece in between the radar dish and the central arm. So as I'm often doing, I've printed another piece to go right here with the brass insert, and now I can like screw the radar dish to it. And I've also printed this angled piece right here so that I can create like a perpendicular angle, like a 90-degree angle from that piece to the central arm. Now this black piece, this black gribbly, had some ugly holes on the sides of it, so I found some other gribblies to fit right in there and cover that. And then off camera, I've created this axis right here on the central arm, and this piece right here which connects to the radar. So now with this other bolt right here, I can put everything together and apply some tension to the system so that I can pose the radar to the angle that I want. And as a finishing touch, I've put this piece right here on the front that will hide the central bolt, and then I will also use this brass piece right here, and I wanna keep the original finishing of this brass piece. Now these are all of the pieces of the radar structure, and then I just had to prime it. So with some alligator clips, I put every piece onto the end of some sticks, and then I primed it all. And just as I did on the thrusters array of the sniper spaceship, the key here is that I have some pieces that I want to keep on its original finishing, like the metal pieces. I think this will give the project a nicer look, since I am not able to paint it like in this perfect metal color, so I'm keeping it as best as I can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put everything together just to show you guys how the radar looks on the sniper spaceship. So this is the end result, and the nice thing about keeping the radar movable and posable is that I can keep it like in the same angle of the sniper. I think it looks cool that way. And now I can finally enter the second phase of this project, which is the detailing phase, which is like one of the hardest but most fun parts of the build in my opinion. So this is it for now. Thumbs up if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you watched this far, thank you so much, that helps a lot, and also leave me a comment and I'll certainly answer that. If you want to go one step further on supporting the channel and have some benefits, you can be my patron. The link to that is on the description box. Shout out to all my patrons. Because of you guys, I'm being able to keep doing it, to keep making stuff. So yeah, thank you so much. And as always, thanks for watching.